Hey there everyone, and I thank you guys so much for tuning in to yet another orchid adventure with me, Maria Young. So today we have a very special feature on a very special orchid. This is actually a catasetum orchid, my very first catasetum that has come into bloom. Like, oh my gosh, you can imagine the excitement that I have been feeling. Although I have to admit, it was very short-lived. And it was very short-lived because in my haste and in my excitement to go ahead and examine the bloom, of course, I also wanted to examine the bloom with my nostrils. That's right, I wanted to smell the fragrance. And I completely forgot the golden rule, folks. I completely forgot that indeed this is quite a frisky fella and he will eject his pollen quite easily. Yeah, it doesn't take much for him to eject his pollen, as I found out. And yeah, I did it the first time, and then unfortunately, yeah, believe it or not, I did it even a second time. Like, oh my gosh, how many bloopers can you make in a reel? I am like a blooper queen when it comes to that, folks. And then, folks, believe it or not, the very next day I did the same exact thing. I wanted to take another sniffer-rooney, and indeed, I realized I was on an episode of Bart Simpson. Like, yeah, I just don't get it, folks. I just don't get it. So here we are today with the last bloom standing right here. And in all honesty, he's also fading very, very fast because I did film him yesterday. And yeah, I guess he got overly excited, overly stimulated because he ejected his pollen. And I don't even know when. It's just when I went inside, I realized, oh my gosh, he's going to fade away very soon too. So yeah, it's a very unfortunate thing. So you guys be very, very careful whenever you're handling these orchids, and remember that once they do eject that pollen, they're gonna fade and fade pretty quick. I'd say in about 2 or 3 days they're gonna be so wilted and they're just gonna drop their blossoms. That's how quickly they react once that pollen is ejected. And to be honest with you folks, I actually wasn't going to do a feature on this catasetum for the simple fact that he is no longer in his full glory. He has already started fading. But I did get a lot of reaction from this catasetum, and indeed a lot of people got excited and asked me exactly what type of catasetum. Oops, sorry, I'm just poking you all over the place. You're already about to go, and here I am getting violent with you. I'm so sorry, so sorry. Anyway, so yeah, a lot of individuals were really interested in finding out exactly what type of catasetum this is. So indeed, I decided to, before he fades away, to go ahead and showcase him at least one time. And Lynn Brooks, yeah, this is for you, baby girl, because she indeed requested and was just so excited about this catasetum. So yeah, I want to make sure that you know exactly what this one is, because I want you, Lynn Brooks, you need to get one of these too, okay? And without further ado, this very beautiful, very unique catasetum is the Catasetum pileabrosum green, also known as the green bat. And this very handsome, very bold, very confident fella is coming from Tom Ritter's Orchids. You guys already know that is like one of my most favorite places to shop in the entire orchid galaxy. So indeed, special thanks to Tom Ritter's Orchids for this phenomenal, very epic catasetum right here. So let's go ahead and get to know this catasetum already. This green bat. Batty, batty, batty! Okay, folks, and I really gotta tell you, I get tongue-tied every time I look at this orchid because I definitely cannot say enough about the uniqueness in its beauty. Okay, so let's take a look at this very unusual blossom, and I'm gonna start from the crown right here because it definitely looks like he is wearing a crown. So this is his sepals and petals right here, and they're actually three almost semi-transparent little petals and sepals at the very top. Now he is beginning to fade, so they're kind of tightening up at the very top. It almost seems like it's just one petal, but again, it's actually 3 petals conforming into a crown on his mighty, mighty head. And also as we come down, this is similar to a palette right here. And this palette is very waxy, very firm, very stiff right here. Definitely very, very fleshy. And in the center, which I am assuming that is its throat area, well, in the center, very unusual indeed, I am definitely seeing a defined square shape. Are you guys seeing that? So indeed, many shapes and many textures and many colors right here in this blossom. Just a beautiful combination. At every angle that you look, I'm just seeing stunning, 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 stunning. And looking at it from the side, indeed, from every single angle, you are going to get an exquisite view of the very unique formation of this blossom. And indeed, now you are beginning to see the appearance of what mimics a green bat, wouldn't you say? And indeed, once again, it is very appropriate for this catasetum to be named just that. The green bat, indeed. And if we take a closer look at the blossom of this catasetum, indeed we can begin to appreciate all of the colors within this very unique bloom. Now, of course, this is called the green bat, and rightfully so, because you are seeing a lot of that alba green that's in here. Indeed, it's quite a lime sherbet color and has a semi-transparent feel to it. Definitely a beautiful, beautiful alba green. And then of course you are noticing that hood right there. That hood, which is white completely. And if we take a look down here, oh my gosh, in the center, that is like a true, deep mustard, golden, orangey color yellow right there. Such a gorgeous yellow within that square shape, and definitely it does not only protrude out, but it does stick out, and you can really see it. Also within this palette right here, you're seeing that beautiful yellow, and you're also seeing that beautiful subtle green combining together just to join forces into the perfect color for this catasetum right here, this green bat. Indeed, how gorgeous. And I also wanted to show you the side as well. I wanted to show you the little ruffles that it has. It's almost like that jagged edge. Indeed, a little bit perforated, and just adds another unique touch to the blossom. So many textures, so many beautiful colors, and indeed, I just love the waxy feel of this blossom. And because this can ejaculate or eject its pollen cap so easy, you have to be very careful and mindful of that, because this is quite a blossom that is so much fun that you just simply want to touch and enjoy. I know I do. It's so much fun, I'm telling you guys. And being that the pollen has already ejected, I no longer have to worry about that. But indeed, this is just such a gorgeous, such a unique, such a fun orchid. I cannot even get enough of this right here. And let me go ahead and turn it around to the back, because we have to definitely enjoy the formation in the back as well. How gorgeous is that? I mean, looking at this orchid from every single angle, I mean, your eyes will never get tired of exploring this orchid right here, because it just has so many features, very unique, and just really stands out. Yeah, I am so happy with this Catasetum pileabrosum, and I would recommend it to anyone that enjoys very unique blossoms. And the sniffers of the world want to know, is this orchid fragrant? Well, didn't I tell you that I had like 2 accidents involving something having to do with pollen ejecting? Yeah, like twice. Let's see, Bart Simpson episode. Yeah, I did mention that. So yes, it indeed is fragrant. Now, what the fragrance is, that's a little bit hard. That's why I kept having to try to sniff it, because I couldn't put my finger on it. But I have to say that the fragrance is somewhat tangy. It has kind of a sour scent, but yet it almost has like a dessert scent too. So I would imagine like a lemonade, or perhaps like a lemon meringue pie. Something similar to that, you know, but it's just, again, very hard to put my finger on. But indeed, it is quite an original and very delicious scent. And folks, even though this is one of the very first catasetums that I've owned, and of course, you know, this is the very first bloom that I've received from a catasetum, but I do have to tell you, this right here holds a very special place in my heart. I mean, the colors are so gorgeous, very subtle but yet very bold at the same time. The formation of the bloom is quite epic indeed, seeing many shapes and many formations and textures within this blossom. I mean, it's just so amazing. So indeed, I love this catasetum right here. What do you guys think? I mean, am I exaggerating on this, or am I seeing something else? Because indeed, I just see such a work of art in this blossom. Please let me know what you guys think of this catasetum, and please be sure to post your opinion below. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video just as much as I have, because indeed, I have to like wipe the slobber off my mouth as I enjoy this blossom. But of course, this is gonna fade tonight. Tomorrow it may be gone, so I can relish and treasure it on this video right here. And I thank you guys so much that you guys have shared this special moment with me, and I ask you guys to please stay tuned for more. So, drum roll please! And this is actually a catabrosum. Oh, catabrosum. Oh my gosh, I was trying to mix rewind. And I'd like to thank you so much for tuning in to yet another orchid adventure with me, Maria Young. And if you like this video, please be sure to give it 2 thumbs up. And of course, if you want to see more videos such as these, please be sure to subscribe. And if you would like to join me on my adventures on Facebook, you can do that at My Orchid Adventures. If you want to contact me via snail mail, you can do that at the address right here. Again, I thank you so much for tuning in to yet another orchid adventure. Stay tuned for more. And as you guys already know, I love you all.